Everybody, Vic.
Yes, sir.
Vic's turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for New Sports. Victor Allen's unique look at sports. Hot. Neil Irvin. Exciting. Brought to you by the Ball and Black Man. The man the ladies call Sexual Chocolate. He's Vic. There is.
You know what? Brandy's so happy she didn't have to do it. She didn't have to do the lead in.
He gave up on me. I have to come in with a script next time.
I'm ready to go. You gonna do the lead out? You wanna do the lead out today?
Oh man, give me a pen and a paper.
See. Yes, it's you, Vic.
All right, you guys, here we go. I said it's a sports and space weekend, and I know I'm gonna get some support on this because Brandy was like right here with me on this, and we both were kind of chopping it up over a special event that dealt with space. But before we do, I have to talk about one thing that has been added to the category of our subject material. And before we get there, I want to let you guys know that when we cover these subjects, we do talk about various topics that go under what we think qualifies for the topic. Balling, upset, let down, whatever. Big pimping for the ladies, AARP, and the new one for the time being, spank that ass.
Ooh, I like it. Spanky.
Spank that ass.
That's right. Get cheer for that.
All right, so.
Even the girls like it. Listen. Now, bend over. I know. It's relax. You got to relax.
This is terrible.
Okay.
Look at
different lubricant.
Relax. I keep hearing that.
Hey, okay, you guys. Here's the thing. Here's the topic. I watched, as many of us did, and you're going to say space. Why are you talking about space? But, the name Felix Baumgartner was big because of what he did in his space jump. Now, a lot of people already know about this subject because we followed it being along with a space shuttle weekend. And I got caught up between comparing the space shuttle and this jump. Now, it's not fair. Is this an athletic event? And that's where we're going to go. We're going to find out, does Felix Baumgartner's space jump at 128,000 feet, traveling at 724 miles an hour, make him an athlete or better? Now, before we go there, the first question is, Mario, when you looked at him pulling himself towards the door of the capsule, did you feel for him? Did it excite you? Or did you just say, hey, just another jump?
It scared shit out of me. Yeah, I was like, no, don't do it.
Okay, now I
just say no.
Now I want you to know.
Felix!
It was exciting.
It was exciting. Now, Brandy.
Yeah, because you weren't jumping.
No, Brandy.
I was annoyed that they turned it off and we couldn't see it live because they wanted to make sure nothing bad was going to happen.
The first thing that happened, Brandy, you and I was in the same place. There were moments where they said, they don't want to catch it in a bad way where something happens, but the BBC is doing a documentary on this, so they're actually filming this to do a 2-hour segment on this. So the part that I want to get at before we go any further on this is
I'm letting it run in the background.
Oh yeah, I got you. I was going to do this, but at the same time, I just want to. For those who didn't experience, it's everywhere. Here's my first question: is he an athlete? First and foremost, because of what he's done and because of what he requires in physical conditioning. Because you literally have to go up there and have a certain type of condition, not just the knowledge. He's 43 years old. At 43, traveling at 724 miles per hour. And if you saw the infrared, how he's falling and tumbling. Can just anybody do that if they just have knowledge of how to operate the system, or do you have to have
you got to be physically trained. So in that sense, in the sense that he has to physically train and condition for this. I guess in that sense you have, but that would apply to underwater. That applies to a lot of people in certain kinds of professions. So remember, you're kind of opening that up a little bit.
Yes, I am.
So in a sense, I'm not saying he's training for the pure sense of the athletics to in that event,
right?
But to condition himself to survive.
Yeah.
This event.
Go to Mars trying
to survive this event. Because you guys, we're mixing it up. I found a video of it.
Right.
So mix it in while he's telling you about it.
Yeah.
But because the whole question, to do something where it requires that you get to withstand that. How many miles, Vic? Over 700 miles an hour?
724 miles an hour. He didn't hit the speed of sound. He was about 35, 40
even
miles per
jump
hour.
down
you
the
did.
stairs.
No, you actually go see the actual speed of sound. The sound barrier is about 768.
He got a camera in his helmet, probably.
Now, here's my question.
Whoa.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Wait a minute.
Goodness. I would throw up. How do you throw up in your suit?
This is the part that got me this look. Because the camera is showing you as he increases in speed, and the cameraman can't keep up with him because he's flying faster because the least amount of resistance.
Yeah, after that, because you know that the feed, as though you take your physics class, you know that that's a calculated maximum that you get for speed. Then you have deduction from that based on your interference.
Right.
In other words, the rate of falling is independent of mass.
Yes,
right?
it is.
In other words, heavier things don't fall faster.
Newton.
Yeah, heavier things don't fall faster.
Right.
Than the lighter things.
Right.
But when you take into account resistance, though, then it's different.
Now,
right?
Now,
so it's independence of.
Now, what hit me more than anything? Now I'm gonna get Brandy on this in a second. What got me was when you're looking up at a balloon going up, as he of course when they were doing the video live feed, when he pulls out to look down to see the curvature of the Earth. What do you think is going through his mind the first time he saw that? Because you don't think of
He's
that.
trying to remember if he peed already.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I've been thinking I already peed. I might have to pee.
Brandy.
Oh, God.
Brandy, what did you think? Because I saw your comments, and I knew you was checking this out. What did you think of the event in total?
No, I just thought it was amazing.
If
It's amazing that we can do that. It's amazing he wanted to do that. And of course, I go to the crazy
survived.
point of how much did Red Bull pay
Red Bull's
to be
in
a
this.
sponsor?
Go
or,
Red Bull. Go Red
Yeah.
Bull.
wait a minute.
Or did they ask Red Bull? How does that happen?
Okay, so the bottom line is his family's watching, and you see your son or daughter, and they're on the edge of space. And this is the first time you've been.
Oh no, hell no.
He even landed and went running.
Look at this. Like here he comes right now. He's about to land now.
so ready.
Yeah, he's landing now on his feet probably.
He's gonna
Look at
land.
that.
No, he lands and he keeps moving. He was
Right.
like, "Damn!" I mean,
Right.
you're so excited.
Right.
Look at that. Yay! Mission Control, Roswell. And you know what? They used to shit over there. So Roswell, New Mexico.
So let me
Here
say
comes some
something.
aliens and shit right behind them.
Crazy.
At what point, Brandy,
aliens?
did you get chills at all during the whole episode? And when was the moment that it hit you more than anything else?
No, I didn't
nothing?
get chills because I didn't get to watch the whole thing through. They cut me
okay.
off, and then I had to get upset about that.
That's terrible.
And then wait till it
Evil.
came back. And
Right.
they weren't doing that until he was landed and he was safe. So.
Oh, they actually did a rebroadcast where I
Well, it's
wa-
not the same. It's the rebroadcast.
I know.
Live is the official.
It's the official, but they did do the falling in real time. The real time falling for speed. He didn't break the endurance record for the first one. Now I want to. Here's the thing that we already know is going to happen. We're going to vote whether he's big pimping or balling, but it's too
Okay.
easy to say what he's doing. So I'm going to tell you. Think of a guy who said, "Well, in 1960, I did this too," and look at his pack, his garmentry, what they prepared for him right underneath the photo, Mario. Here, the next photo down, Joseph Kittinger did the same thing first. Now look at
Look, so that's Joseph Kittinger.
that's Joseph in the second photo. Now look at the backpack and look. Does it look like
He got
tape?
some duct tape on his backpack.
Now wait a minute. That's 1960.
They got duct tape on his pants leg.
That's hilarious.
They have duct tape. They duct tape his pants,
No,
his shoes.
no. Now
He
look-
probably duct taped his damn self.
Yeah, you could have.
Now wait a minute. I want you to look at this carefully. Now if Joseph did it in 1960, I mean you think about it. Look at he's going to jump out. How would you feel jumping out of a capsule or balloon with duct tape on your parachute?
If I did it, I'd be okay.
If you did the duct tape.
Yeah, because those are the days when they folded their own parachutes and everything.
Okay.
That was part of the skill set. I think you had to prepare all
Right.
your own equipment to the nth degree. That's why you checked it personally
Right.
every time. And so
Right.
they would
So
never
if you
do it.
died, it was your own fault. That's
Okay.
always nice.
Okay, now since we have that, here's the catch-all to it because I think we're going to vote who's really big pimping. We know they're
Okay.
both minimally balling. So let's find
Here
out.
they go. Here they go.
Now that's Joseph on the left, congratulating him, and he was the director, part of co-director in this whole jump for, of course, Baumgartner. But here's the big pimping
Oh, I
question.
didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, he was the he resisted earlier attempts of being involved at all. He didn't want to have nothing to do with anybody previously to break his record because he jumped at 103,000 feet, and he still has the longest endurance time, but that's easy because he wasn't traveling as fast. He only did about 613 miles per hour. So somebody traveling at 724, they're going to accumulate the time much quicker.
That's a real man speed. That's a manly speed.
Now, I can't wait for
none
this
of that
one.
wimpy 600 shit.
Now, I like what Baumgartner did. I was more involved in that. But guess what the caveat to what Joseph Kittinger did?
What was the caveat?
He went up. That's okay. Well, you bananas doing my thing. He actually went up in the balloon, not telling everybody what happened. When he got up to the height, the pinnacle, to jump out, you know they depressurize suits, right? Make sure the pressure's for nitrogen,
and they breathe special gases.
And the whole thing.
So you don't have to breathe in their poops.
His glove hand had a opening in it, and he refused to tell them and jumped out anyway.
Oh yeah, because then he was like, "Oh, they're gonna cut."
That's right. He didn't want to tell them. He didn't want. So you know what happens when you have an opening in your suit? Well, guess what happened? His hand swelled to twice the size while going down.
Oh.
So the whole thing is as it's swelling, he's falling. He doesn't say anything, and then when they go see him, when they go see Joseph, and he lands on the ground, they take the gloves off. And they thought the Hulk was being born again.
Wow.
So here's my question. Who's real big pimping here? Baumgartner of Joseph Kittinger, who actually says, I jumped out with a opening in my pressurized suit.
Well, I think they're big pimping, and you can tell by their noses.
You know what? See,
if you take a look at that picture, they both got those really big, prominent noses.
See?
So they both are big pimping.
You know what, Brandy?
Does he have a big nose?
Take a look. Take a look at his nose.
Brandy.
But his nose, that's the two nose. These are the two winners right here.
Don't follow him. Who's really big pimping? I'm serious.
There, right there. Look at that nose.
I think the guy who Baumgartner's big pimping.
Oh, or the guy who had the open suit, the cut in the suit, huh? Why? Because he's old?
Well, Baumgartner beat more records and stuff, right?
Only he didn't beat the longest fall as far as the endurance of a fall.
He
beat the speed.
Yeah, he beat
He whipped that record
speed,
into shape.
Highest space jump, but he did not.
Look at their noses to tell to me.
Oh,
The noses tell you who's the winner.
That's wrong. This is wrong. I'm trying to help you. I can't.
I'm just saying. Look at that nose. He got a little hook in his nose.
I can't keep it serious.
So the same way, yeah.
And this one has just like the wider beat.
Okay.
But I think they both, if you take a look at them, I'm saying they both are winners to me.
You know what? That's
They
a
are.
cop-out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm used to that. Yeah, so I was getting ready
I
for
didn't get
marriage.
to see the other one. That's why. Yeah.
Thank you. So you're biased because of the time. All right. Look.
Practice for marriage. Saying shit you don't mean.
Wait, look. Let me say
That's
this.
good. Yes, do that because otherwise I leave.
I think the whole part. Anybody doing anything 50 years ago based on technology take higher risk and gambles to me compared to what's happening today. As much as I like Gardner, I think his is a once-in-a-lifetime event. When I heard about what this guy did, when they said he went up there and his suit was open at a place where, you know...
He didn't even have those special gloves. They duct taping.
He's big pimping.
They duct taping the gloves in the suit at
Right.
the end.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, had they known back then how popular duct tape was going to be amongst the kids, they would have. Somebody would have sold it back then.
Give me some. I keep me some.
This
duct
is
tape.
wrong.
I got some underneath here.
This is wrong.
know.
This
I
is,
keep some duct. Look how fast I got it out.
Okay, see.
Never know when Brandy might need some coercion.
I tried to make this really
Or
like
your chair
sports,
might need some duct tape.
and it's not a
Yeah,
sports
that's what I
event
meant.
yet, but in the end, are these athletes, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, they are. So it's done. You guys don't want to vote. I had to go with
They're
Kittinger.
big pimp balls. Big ball, big pimp balls.
Okay.
For the
Leave it alone.
ladies,
Let me
big
leave
pimp
it.
balls.
Let me leave it alone. Let me go to the next one because you guys are gone. All right, you guys. I'm gonna cover two sports in one because you guys are gonna vote on two popular players who are aging gracefully, but probably have aged beyond their time, and we're gonna find out which one is going to come back with a vengeance. If you have been following the New York Yankees far as the Major League Baseball playoffs, they're down 2-0. And they lost their MVP in Derek Jeter. He breaks his ankle, won't return until next year. Now, for the ladies, they like some Jeter. The ladies like some Jeter. Now,
You like some Jeter?
Derek,
I know too much of his personal life.
Oh,
and the gossip
look at
column,
you.
So it gets
Oh, wait a
me.
minute.
should Brandy not
Wait a
crazy
minute.
about some Jeter?
Wait a minute.
Some Jeter Peter.
If you didn't know about his personal life, would
I
you
don't
have?
want to know Jeter's Peter.
Would you have a different opinion?
Some Jeter Peter.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's biased.
He used to bone Madonna.
I know I get biased. You
Yes,
do get biased.
He
You're
used to do-
biased.
Yeah.
He used to do the Material Girl.
Okay, all right. So,
Yeah, he's done a lot of girls apparently.
okay, so that's why you're biased.
Halle Berry. Was he Halle to Halle?
No,
remember.
No.
what's her name? Kate Hudson.
Yes.
Yeah, Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson.
So wait a minute. What we're saying is, you get penalties if you had more women.
Well,
I don't know.
you do by the women. By the men, you
Not
might be
nowadays.
being your
My
praise.
day didn't penalize you too much.
So Mario, you're saying that if he had more women, he is a gangster.
I'm just
He's a
saying,
pimp.
that I don't think that's changed.
Didn't say he's not a pimp.
You as a man, you don't get penalized for being a hoe. You just don't. You get to be a hoe.
Why no? Why do I get penalized?
Just because you're a woman, that's the sacred cottage of love.
Okay, well, you know,
All right. Well, let me go to the. Let me go.
I'm a good girl.
All right. So now we
The
exercise
sacred cottage.
the Jeter phenomenon, where he rates at. He's in his upper 30s, pushing the 40 zone. So they're already saying when you start breaking down physically, that's
I understand.
it's hard. It's hard to come back.
Yeah, you can't come back.
No.
There's no coming back.
Let's take you to the what we call the
Done.
Spartan 300 group, which is called Ray Lewis. Knocked out of a game
Man.
yesterday with a triceps injury. For him at his age, he's 38, I believe.
It broke my heart.
And-
I like
Yes.
Ray.
No.
I like Ray. I'm sorry for him.
I know you're feeling bad.
He looked hurt. He really did look
did.
hurt, you guys.
Now on the same ticket, let me say this. Let me set this up. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Dallas Cowboys under
Yay!
duress. Under duress. And when I say duress, because they didn't have all their starters in. A lot of their linemen, Holy Nagata, and of course they have Ball So Hard University, my boy the linebacker. All of those guys are out
Terrell
right
Suggs.
now. Yeah, they're all out right now.
Well, because they certainly could not stop the run, could
No.
they?
200
They-
yards
man,
rushing, no.
could not stop the run.
But that may be a blip because you just can't plug in people to replace
No, you
them.
can't.
You can't. You take Nagata and Ray Lewis and Ball So Hard. I'm sorry, you're going to rush 200 yards. Now, with that being said, the oldest cat on the block in this defense was Ray Lewis, which the ladies, I haven't run into a woman who says they don't like what he represents. They actually love this man because they think he's a man's
Have
man.
you asked Brandy?
I'm about to ask Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon,
how you know,
How
son?
do you know about Ray Lewis? Do you feel that he's at that point of being what they call the ladies' man?
I don't know, but looking at him in this picture, he's my man. How do I hook it up?
That's all that counts, right? see, a picture. See, so already.
Sorry. Slip.
He's cute and shape. Poor baby. I'll rub his tricep.
Oh man, I love this. See, this is the part. This is
They
the part I
rub
love.
what ails you.
Now,
Yeah, exactly.
PMC, I can't talk about Michael Vick right now. He has not earned what they call Ray Lewis, Derek
No.
Jeter status. I'll hit him later.
I
but
think he peaked. I think Mike
Yeah,
has peaked,
stop
and now
talking about him.
he's in that slow decline zone.
yes, yeah, and let me say this. Here's the part that
Trade him at the end of the year.
well, he's younger. Now, here's the question. You guys know where I'm going with this. Who will bounce back stronger, better, focused, or fading between Derek Jeter and Ray Lewis? Who's more apt not to be able to deliver at the level because of their age? Because the body breaks down when you're close to 40.
Right.
No. Derek Jeter?
He's hitting Derek Jeter.
You say Derek Jeter
Yeah.
over Ray Lewis.
Well, the sports are more demanding, but I know that Ray Lewis is a conditioning fanatic.
Yeah.
He is a conditioning
Yeah.
fanatic. Torn tricep,
Yeah. Think about
you
it.
know,
now. He
you
works with his
have to
arms.
think that's still, why did you tear? And it's still not a joint, okay, so
Right.
so in that sense, recovery, I think, is he's likely to recover.
And he gets his MRI today, so we'll find out more. But if it's more
No,
serious,
I think he's likely to recover.
Right.
From this type of injury.
Right.
Now, Derek Jeter's injury was a
broken ankle, 3 months.
Ooh.
3 months out. Now, he doesn't rely on the physicality.
He doesn't rely
the
on
same.
the physicality the
as
same.
much. Right.
But I also think that he may be at a different point in time in this. They both were approaching that time.
Let me tell you the difference.
And I
this
think
year.
that's the issue, is whether or not they're actually approaching that time.
Here's the difference this year. Mark, you hit the nail on the head. The one that hit more than anything else is that they couldn't explain why Derek Jeter produced the numbers he did this year way at his age. He way above what he usually does at this age, whereas Ray Lewis has been recognized as losing a step or two. So the question becomes, based on what production has been, I think Derek Jeter is more apt to come back because of the accuracy and the eye.
You may be right. I just don't know well, and it's a less requirement of him.
Right.
Too.
Yeah, it is. Whereas linebacker is the most physical position. You hit everybody's hitting you. You're targeted, and it requires a lot. Speed, physicality. I want to see Ray Lewis come back, but more, if I had to put money on who I think will come back with a vengeance, I would say Derek Jeter. I
don't think
Ray
either
Lewis.
one of them will come back with a vengeance. I just think it's going to happen. I don't think they're ready. And I don't think... Well, we'll see. There's also the issue of who wants it bad enough.
Right, and Ray has...
And they're very comfortable. See,
Right.
when you're very comfortable with that kind of money...
Right.
Just remember that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, but Ray doesn't come out.
Cinderella.
It doesn't look like Ray plays for the money.
No, that's why I said, I don't know. Maybe that's why I said, I think you have the better logical decision.
Yeah.
I think I'm basing mine more on what I feel about the individual.
Okay.
And I know how intensely he is and wants that about. It's hard for me to bet against him, but I think the odds are against him.
Yes.
And I think you made the more logical choice. I'm making the more emotional choice.
No, and you know what? I think everybody, no one hates neither one of these performers.
Right.
So, Brandy, let me ask you. I know you already have a bias against Jeter because of the women thing. We want you to be on a future sports program, but you have to be objective. Who do you think is more likely to fade, Derek or Ray Lewis?
Oh, to fade is going to be Derek.
Derek?
Yeah!
Oh,
what you talking about, the game or his game?
Both games. He's talking about both
Game or
games.
his game?
His game. Oh, so this is not a bias. This is just you saying he's just more apt to fade because the girls get in the way.
Are you just trying to tell me I should watch sports on the weekend and not Lifetime? Because I'm usually watching Lifetime.
I already told you they all come out the same. The ex-boyfriend comes back. He's a good guy. The new one's a bad guy. She goes the good guy.
Sometimes people die.
Sometimes people die.
Murder.
Okay.
Yeah. But
That's all right, Brandy. You're in sports no matter what you say.
Lifetime.
You know what?
Lifetime.
Let me tell you what she does. Now, she's good at this. She says, I don't watch sports, but I watch it enough to know who's cheating and have too many women. So you do watch sports. You just choose what you want to listen to.
Well, I'd watch sports if I had front row seats. I'm all about being up close and personal.
Well, how do you know about Derek if you're not?
what does that say?
I don't know.
What is so cool?
I mean, you think about it. You know more about Derek's personal life than I do. And I'm following the sports and you don't follow it. So you want to give us some insight?
Oh, well, I know the girls he's dated, of course.
Of course.
Are they good
Of course
girls?
I'm paying attention. Who's he dating? I'm just kidding.
No.
Why is he in trouble now?
Okay. So, bottom line. So here you guys go.
Why must
Exit.
I chase the cat?
The exit question in here is, now that you've kind of voted, the big pimper between these two, Ray and Derek, is
Ray.
Ray.
Big pimper.
The
is
big
Derek.
pimper. Split.
The big
Oh.
pimper is Derek.
Oh.
Ray ain't really pimping.
Oh.
Just by the picture, he's pimping to me.
He's pimping to you. I think most of the fellas, to be honest with you, are going to follow Brandy's choice, because if we all want to get out there and ball, who would you want to ball like, Mario? The baseball player, shortstop, or the linebacker?
I played linebacker.
Linebacker all day. Yeah, that's it. All right.
That's what I played.
All right, you guys. We're gonna
Manly position.
Now, this is not a vote as much as it is a highlight. We call the segment coming up called Spank That Ass.
Oh, geez.
So what we want to do is tell you about picking a couple of stories. Now, the chat room, if you guys want to participate, you can. We're going to recognize who got that ass spanked and what for. Now, Brandy's already admitted that she does not really watch sports unless the women are involved.
But she has been spanked.
Yeah, and I don't like my hair pulled.
You don't like your hair pulled.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so here's the highlight. Now, there are many more highlights over this weekend. New York Giants visit San Francisco. This is the rematch of the 2011 NFC Championship last year. Giants were basically favored, I think, by 6 points.
Really?
Yes.
No, the San Francisco was favored, Vic.
Well, just say it. No, you're right. You're right. Giants were given 6 points.
That's right. I mean, San Francisco by 6.
Right, and they came in,
stomped them,
and they did. So my question
didn't start off like that.
It didn't.
And then it kind of got rolled into that.
Well, you know what? This is the part. I'm gonna bring in something else here, but I want you guys to know what this picture is depicting. It says, of course, number 91 says, "Hey man, did you spank that ass because it looks red?" So, what message, Brandy, do you say?
I don't know. That's one of Victor's favorites.
Brandy, what message do you
say? Bit the ass. I bit the ass.
Brandy,
I rubbed it really hard.
When you see a picture like that, and the man from the 49ers is sitting on his ass, and the man is leaning over to look at him and say, "What do you think the message is?" Brandy, what would you say number 91 is saying to his comrade?
I know. I'm like, what?
What does he say? Did he spank that ass?
No, I hope he didn't spank that ass.
Why not?
Just kidding.
Whose ass is being spanked?
It's very easy. Who's the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's it. So,
you got a big giant spank.
see.
Giants, not the little peewees.
You know you're wrong. You're wrong. And you know what? There was. Now, I would talk about Michael Vick, but I'm going to go over to the next spank that ass. The next spank that ass was Green Bay visits Houston. Now, when you're undefeated, you're the undefeated team. And you're supposed to, you're at home. Shouldn't you be favored to win this game, Mario?
You were, yes.
Okay, were you favored to win this game? Yes, you were.
Yes.
If you give up 42 points.
This is the most shocking upset of the season.
Spank that ass.
It is, because it was ridiculous. I was stunned.
Yeah, I was too.
Everybody was stunned. Everybody thought Green Bay was going to get their butt kicked.
Yes.
Everybody. So not only did they not get their butt kicked, they scored 42 points.
And
Man, I was watching it. It was incredible. And they had decent blocking.
Yes.
Obviously, to score 42 points.
Yeah. And the bottom line to me is that even though we're making fun of it, it says don't spank him without me. Everybody knows this is a team game. So the reason why we're saying this is that it seemed like Green Bay just rose to the level.
Maybe it was the pink shoes.
Oh, dude.
Yes, they're wearing their pink shoes. Why only some of them though? Because the other day
the ones that like pink.
I know, but I saw a lot of them wearing them. So
Some
they have an option.
Yes, they did.
To wear their breast cancer awareness shoes.
I think everybody had a personal choice, and they just were not required to do so.
I like monkey vomit green.
Okay, I'm not going to get into that part. All I'm going to say is this. If you had to say what the big pimpin' football team victory this week, would you say is Green Bay?
Or the season.
Or the season. Now, let me say, I got one more in there. Hold on. You know New England spanked that ass.
You don't have a thing for that one.
Spanked that ass, but not the team they should have spanked that ass. They spanked their own ass by losing against the Seattle Seahawks. So you got San Francisco losing against the Giants. You got Green Bay coming in and showing who's boss in Houston. And then you have Tom Brady, the man who's married to the most and highest paid female model on the planet, got his ass spanked. Which one really got their ass spanked, Mario, between those three teams? Houston. I agree. Now, Brandy.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, we do. Brandy, do you follow any of these teams?
Oh, gosh, no.
What about Tom Brady?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Like when?
I followed sports when I was younger.
And now
if I married an athlete, I'd follow that sport.
Well, that's some comforting shit
Just
to me.
in case anyone watching
that
Tim
makes
Tebow.
it for me.
Okay, so the only time you're interested if you're involved with somebody.
Yeah, that gets me a little more involved.
Okay,
so
let me ask you something. If you could have a segment where you say, we don't follow sports, but if you talk about it this way, I would. What would be the way we could talk about sports that you would follow if you're not in sports?
His personal life.
Okay, that will be the new segment. His personal life will be the new. That's right. Just for Brandy and those who don't follow it. I'm getting out of here with sports because I want to get to the hot picks. Brandy, thank you. I have now a new segment.
Are you ready, Brandy?
Yeah, there's a new segment. Their personal life. Now, you got to be in with me on this one. You know you have to work with me. Go. It is your turn.
Am I on? I'm not hearing anything.
That's okay. Let it go. I'm glad it's silent. This is what happens with my segment.
Victor Allen. Victor Allen. New sports. It's always hot. It's always fresh. It's always about the men. Thank you, Victor Allen. Sexual chocolate.
You did good.